Hey everybody, welcome back to Mars Horizon. I hope you're ready for some awesome stuff, because this is the video, guys. We're gonna see Saturn. I'm pumped. We're gonna have to do that, all right? We're 5 months away from the next phase of that mission. It's gonna be, so excited. Okay, so in the last video, we finished up the milestone, right? For the space station. We beat the Russians. Good for you, good for us. Suck it, Russians, you're losing again. Isn't that great? Yeah, you had the upper hand a little bit on the things that, you know, kind of whatever things, but we're pulling ahead of you. Now, here's the thing. Space telescope, it's like half done, and we're adding a lot to it every day, but rather than doing the space telescope, we are now getting a 50% decrease in the costs of our building research for the next 6 months because of those milestones. So we should take advantage of those months if we can. And I would like to see if it's possible, because of the reduction in cost, for us to get to this building, the mission control expansion. This will unlock a whole new mission slot for us. We can do more missions at once. And of course, more missions means more money, more science, more support, all of it, right? So we're gonna start with the PR building here. We're gonna switch it up, and we're gonna see if we can blitz to that. In the meantime, I found a mission that we're gonna also start to look at doing. We've got almost 4 million in the bank, and we got a mission slot available, right? We're gonna be doing the space welding today. That sounds fun. We're gonna be doing our Saturn Flyby today. That sounds fun. ESA already left too, but they're not gonna beat us. We beat them. Oh, they're gonna launch this in 9 months. My bad. I was like, how did they get so close? No, they're launching in 9 months, but we are gonna complete in 5 months, which means we are 3 years ahead of the ESA on this, because it takes 3 years to get there, right? So huge lead on that. But this extra mission slot, I found our next mission, because I'm pretty pumped about this. You see these 2 little moons, right? Mars has some moons. One of them is Phobos, and one of the requests is to take pictures of Phobos. Yeah, it's worth a whole bunch. We also get this, half the chance of critical events during launches. Auxiliary propulsion systems. It's kind of interesting, but I'm really interested in the science of this. And of course, just going to Phobos is interesting to me. So we're going to plan this. And I think I want to, we're just going to go with the half. I don't need to buff the power, I don't think. We'll manage that. Off we go to Phobos. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Now, we also have some cool requests over Earth as well. There's a broadcast satellite we can put out, which is worth a ton of money, okay? Tons of money. So we could probably do that one next, because we're about to do a really heavy science mission, especially Saturn is going to get us a ton of science too. And I really like this. This thing is so good, like so good, all right? Improved guidance systems. Normally on a launch, you have a 10% chance, sometimes as much as a 20% chance of, depending on, your build and everything, of a positive event happening. This increases the likeliness of that green zone on your bar for your launch 20 more percent. It's a very good upgrade to a rocket, and I want it. That plus the 4.5 million, I want it. We're gonna do broadcast satellite immediately after the next mission. So let's go next month, and hopefully the broadcast mission will still be around. But we're gonna get 578 per month now, and this is the part where all the naysayers on my science focus can start putting their foot in their mouth, because this is the part where we pull ahead, baby. Maximum mission training bonus is increased by 100%. This just gets better and better. Probably gonna do payload focus here, because it's 76. And for this, I think I'm gonna double down on the scientists, but I'm thinking I'm gonna need to hire some new people. That's just the way it is. And it looks to me like I didn't name this person yet, and I haven't looked at the comments since the last recording. I'm sorry. We are at the stage now where I'm going to, like, uploads are going to start slowing down, right? Everything's getting a little busy. We're trying to prep my kid for, doing virtual learning again. I'm recording less often, and I'm sorry I didn't look at the comments before recording this. My bad. So Bryson and Mike Jones are going on this mission anyway. Belushi she's doing her thing. So let's confirm this. Training focus, as much as I'd like science, with this being 100% more bonus, I mean, we could just snowball the science again. We really could just do that. 76 isn't that bad. You know what? We can do this. 76 isn't that bad. Let's get greedy with the science. And then we can launch this in June, July. If we wait all the way to November to do this. The problem with this is waiting till November to do this. It ties up the mission slot. And I can probably get a mission going that does more science than this. Also, we won't be able to take advantage of this bonus, huge bonus in science during our... See, that's the thing. I should probably balance this a little bit because we have 6 months of discount on our building research, right? And getting this is going to help me with the building research. If I want to blitz to the extra missions, we'll take a 15% bonus here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the bonus will be over with if we don't go here. And I really want to get more science for this bonus. We're going to go in April instead. I realize that kind of sacrifices a lot of potential science, but I really want to get to the extra mission slot sooner. So, yeah, a little bit of a sacrifice here. Maybe not the decision you would have done, but I'm going to take this. All right. So that's going to... Mariner 8 completes in 2 months. And, of course, we're going to get the Saturn Flyby in 4. And this is going on for another 5. So Saturn Flyby Science isn't going to really help us much with this discount. And I want to get this. Next month, this will complete. And then we'll work on the Visitor Center, which will need almost 3 months, unfortunately, for this one. And then the overflow from the 3rd month here will make this one only take, I think, only take 2 months to do. So I think we might be able to get this. But certainly the science from that new mission we're now starting will kick us over the limit and be able to get us that while the discount is enacted. So, because otherwise that stuff's going to cost us like 3,000 more science, right? That's the trade-off I'm thinking of. This is 50% discounted, which means we just paid 1,500 science less for this. And this one here, also, we're going to pay 1,500 science less for this. And then if we can get this one before that discount goes away, we'll be saving another 2,000 science on this. So collectively, we're saving more science than the entire Saturn mission is worth. And so I'm sacrificing a little bit on this single mission to guarantee that we can do that. That's the rationale behind that. So there's a little bit of a strategy involved in that. Let's get the Visitor Center now. And again, so we're only getting 708 because of some missions, and that might go away any minute. So we want to launch this stuff as soon as we can. Mariner is done. China requests data. Following the success of your space station mission, China have requested that your agency shares scientific data obtained during the mission. China representatives have stated that the gestures would greatly improve relations between our two great agencies. Well, of course it would. Yeah, you'll like me more for giving you free things. China? No. What's that? You'll like me for giving you something for free? Get in line. Contractor effects increased by 100% for this one. Nice. This is for Phobos photography. So we're going to want to do an upgrade, of course. Oh, sorry, contractor, of course. We can take something that's pretty reliable here, and I think we'll go with Atlas. This is a proven, tried and true, very nice craft. It's done really well so far. It has excellent reliability here, and I don't see an issue in any of this. Yeah, advanced shock absorption for this, and then the effects of this are increased by 100%. So, like, more science. Look at that. We just go a little bit longer, but that's a lot of science. Grandiose. 7 months, 1.5 million, and we get a ton of science for this. Go. We're ready. We're rocking. ESA is going to launch their Saturn Flyby in 6 months. Oh, that's really cute. PR office. Okay, so this gets us the ability to use the training support, the support training on missions. I'm not necessarily interested in this right now because I want to do other things related to the station. And the amount of money this takes is going to cost me, I think, too much right now, because I want to make sure I have enough money for the visitor center, which is more important to me right now, and the mission expansion, which is absolutely more important to me right now. And I'm going to have to clear terrain for those things to happen. Just out of curiosity, though. Okay, that's huge. It's really big. And as far as getting adjacency bonuses, the worst we can have, the best we can do is getting a non-bonus. Like, the best situation now is getting this away from us. I don't like the PR office right now. I'm not going to go get it. I think we can do better than that. You ready for the space welding? Huh? You ready for space welding, guys? Huh? This science is going to help us. Visitor Center is the ideal place to convey to the public how crucial space exploration is and how exciting. Good. All right. Space welding. Before we do this, I want to see about building this. So, Visitor Center. Oh, we have to have the PR office installed for that? Lame. So lame. Fine. If we have to have it installed, I'm going to kick it way over here out of the way. Like, just get it out of the way. Yeah, we'll put it here. It's $1 million. Why is it so expensive? Because I have to clear all this terrain. It's a lot of terrain to clear. It's the lakes. I want the lakes gone. I want to be able to move the lakes. We'll put it over here. It's way out of the way. Just get it. We'll put it in here and just get it out of the way. Unfortunately, even though I'm building this, I cannot build this until that is completely constructed. This is annoying. I wish I could do this. I wish they would let me build a different building. I don't see why that's not a problem. They have the exact same build time. If I drop them both right now, they would complete at the exact same time. There's no overlap here where the visitor center exists, but the PR office does not. I want to be able to do these types of things at the same time. That's another thing I think the game really needs to do to improve the experience of it, is let me construct things even if the prerequisite is not built yet. As long as the prerequisite will be constructed when this is constructed, I should be able to do it. And how do you get around people, you know, maybe like deleting things? Well, it's pretty easy. If the visitor center is currently under construction, you will not allow me to cancel the PR office. I have to cancel the visitor center first before I can cancel the PR office. Be very simple to do that. No different with craft construction and everything like that. I want to be able to build the rocket itself before the launch pad completes, because the launch pad will be complete before that rocket completes, right? I want to be able to do that, overlap those times. There's no reason why I can't do both right now. Okay, research is done on that though, and now we can get this. That's what I'm aiming for right here. If we can get this in 2 months, which is that's a big ask, because right now we're only getting 708 a month. But at the end of this space welding mission, I'm hoping that the following month will kick this over the mark. So we're going to try to get this for 2,000 instead of 4,000. Let's go. Space welding, tons of science there. It is spread out over 5 months, but I think that little bit of overage is going to be enough to get us there. Let's go. As long as I don't have to delay. If I had to delay, that would have been different, but we have really high reliability. So I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that RNG is with us today. 88% reliability. Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff.
To create a little bit more diversity in the experience of these launches, I also think it would be very cool if they could find a way, and I realize that these scenes are kind of pre-rendered in nature, but it'd be really cool to find a way to incorporate my actual base layout as the background for those launches. And I can't believe that shit happened. I would be more like awestruck if it went to the 3% thing, but fine. -1 turn on the task, like that's a lot. A whole turn, that's a lot. We probably won't get the bonus because of that. But the background for the launches is always so static. It's always exactly the same. If you incorporate my build and the structures that I have behind my launch pad, that would be really cool, because also if I ever wanted to change it up, I know it's going to cost me a little bit of money, but if I ever wanted to change up what the background of my launches looks like, I could just rotate my launch pad. You know, might be kind of interesting. And then I could see my buildings that I put in around it and stuff. It'd be really cool. All right, in any case, we got only 3 turns now instead of 4. So kiss this goodbye. That's not happening now. We also have to deal with drift. So I'm going to go like, I think I'm going to have to use this. Drifts it a little bit that direction. I'm going to hit it again. And then I'm going to hit this. That's my first turn. Brings us up to 8 on the nav units. So we more than satisfy the requirements for this mission. We have a lot of bonuses to get. The fact that there's one less turn here is only going to impact 15% of our bonus reward for this. Because there's a lot of stages to this mission. And only this little area here, this little task here, is only 15% of it. So now I can spend a couple of these. So let's get this. That gets us the requirements. And now we need to bring it back. So why don't we go with this? And then next turn, we're going to have to bring it back. Which we're going to do with our crew right here to bump this over the mark. And good. Didn't need to resist because that would have sucked. Okay. So we'll bring this over the mark by going like this. That brings us in range. It satisfies all requirements, but it won't get us the bonus objective. I don't really think there is a way to get the bonus objective here. I can do this one, but I won't be able to do this one without another turn. There's a case to be made that maybe... No, I can't. I can't do this without another turn. I would have been able to get it pretty easily, though, as you can see. It is what it is. So this is going to satisfy everything. We'll just recharge here. And this guarantees the task because we are within the range here. Manual data collection. Nice. I was gonna say there's a case to be made here that we could crit and get extra units, but I still would need to drift. Conduct mission EVAs. Okay. Now we know these videos exist. Okay, so we're gonna wanna. Let's see if we can't get them to play. Okay. So we're going to use our 2 crew. No, I'm going to use crew and power twice to get these. Then I'm going to use 2 of these to get that. It's going to drift us a little bit. Come on, give me the crit. I want to see the videos. So you have to get in the green, I think, to get those. We can drift it a little bit that way. It's fine. We can then use this to bring 3 more there and then power to bring it over the mark. And then all we have to do now is focus on getting more of these, which is going to require me to bring the drift. So I'm going to have to pay for them, but this will bring this back. So next turn I'll pay for it and then hit this. That'll at least bring it back 1. And it will get me 6 of them. So we'll complete it in turn 2. Presumably, unless we have to resist. Go. Oh, so close. Oh, you're just teasing me, game. Come on. All right, so this one and this one. It satisfies the requirements together, brings it in range, get the extra power to confirm, and we're guaranteed. Ah, look at that. A little off here. Oh, yeah, nice. Normally the errors, it's just a black screen usually. I haven't been seeing the videos on the errors, so. I wonder if there was a patch to the game since the last time I sat down. This is post-release. I'm recording this post-release now, so I have the exact same game as you do, presumably, at this point. So, yeah. There we go. Perform controlled re-entry. All right. Manage the power. Manage the power. because usually when we're dealing with heat, power is always a struggle. This is really nice, though. 2 crew and -2 heat is actually really nice. I'm glad those two things are together. We can spend a little bit of that overage to get that, and I think I'm going to hit both power here to get that a jump start. Because I can remove 2 power with just my crew. That's awesome. Here we go. Okay, 2 power again. Knock it all the way down. And honestly, I like this arrangement. I think we just keep doing this. Again, I may have to resist a little bit here, but it's a huge jump start. It's always a risk because, like, eventually you're going to get it's going to bite you where you're not going to want to resist it, but that will somehow prevent, you know, another event in the future from happening. So resist that. And now we're pretty much right on target here. We don't have to worry about heat this time. So I can use crew to get, 5 of these. And then get this, which will get me over the mark on both. Yep. I can't resist, but I have an extra turn as well. There we go. Play it as it lies. We're going to be reduced by 1 comms. And there we go. That's not complete. We're going to be 5 out of 6 because of that 1 comm. But again, I have an extra turn. And if I just do this, that guarantees it. So let's get 2 power to recharge. And that'll take care of the bonus objective. So we're getting most of the bonus, but not all. The first stage was worth 20. The first part of that was worth 15%. And we failed that part. So we'll get a 35% of our potential bonus from this. Or rather, no, we're getting 70% of our potential bonus, right? Because 50% is the maximum bonus. We're getting 35. So that's 70% of our potential bonus, which is a lot of science. So now we're getting 923 science more per month for 5 months. Which means, guys, we're going to be able to get the mission. We're going to be able to get mission control. Huh? We're going to be able to get it in time. And that feels so good. But wait, there's more. I didn't even mean for this. I meant for the Saturn Flyby. We're going to be doing that now. ESA guest astronaut proposal. I guess there is more. They've proposed sending one of their astronauts to your space station, Skylab, where they would remain for several months before returning. ESA would be responsible for funding and operating the mission and have stated that it would strengthen ties between our 2 great agencies. Your station crew believe they can accommodate an additional astronaut and said that they would welcome the extra supplies brought by the mission. Your advisors note, however, that ESA would certainly gain science from accessing the station. If I agree to help fund it, that would be huge for support, right? Like, I bet that would gain us a lot more support. One thing I wish I could do in these, and I suppose it's just kind of whatever, but one thing I wish I could do, you could implement this on a mouse over as well. On any of the options, doesn't matter. Or at least maybe over here, display for me what my current relationship is with this agency. Because I don't think this is going to put us in friend zone territory. And I don't really necessarily want to give them science, to be honest. But see, making friends means more science if we can make friends. And if I help fund it, which I kind of don't want to do because I want to get mission control, I'm going to accept it. But I'm not going to help fund it. 25 relationship. All right. Next mission phase is ready. Saturn Flyby. That's what I was talking about. Look at that. Boom. 1 more month. I think that means we get it. I'm pretty sure it means we get it. Oh, it's going to feel so good to have another mission slot. On that note, we have another mission slot. And I needed to go and do the Saturn thing. But let's... No, not let's... Oh, I want to do... Oh, no. Come back. We want to go this one right here. Oh, no, it's gone. Oh, wait, never mind. There's a better one. I mean, the big one is gone. Oh, all that money is gone. It expired. But you know what? This one's awesome. Private space station. Ugh. I knew it. I knew it. This is what Bezos is up to. A private company wishes to launch a space station for commercial research on scientific and technical problems which require microgravity to study. That's a lot of support reward, man. Okay. No problem. We will send 2 crew members up because there's a lot of reliability there. And we're going to send up another Skylab, I guess. Off you go. Privately owned space station. Gosh. Weekend getaway to space, shall we? I could have done this one too, but it doesn't have the thing I wanted. Like that 20% thing is what I really wanted. It doesn't have that. I mean, I missed it, and that's unfortunate. I like totally forgot about it. Like, goddamn. I get so flighty sometimes, you know? You guys know this. I get flighty sometimes because I get so excited about something and I get focused on something else. And when you're recording video, you are not as attentive to things as when you're not, right? Because there is sort of a... And I've said this in lots of series before. I invite people to try making Let's Plays, you know? I think you'll find that when you are trying to record your own video, you're going to play way worse than if you're not. Because you're focused on so many things. You're focused on what to say next. You're focused on, you know, explaining what your thought process is. And then there's that whole innate sort of rush feeling that comes with it that kind of makes you feel like, you know, I got to make this interesting. I got to make this, you know, I got to make this entertaining. And you want the pace to be up. And so you don't necessarily stop and think for everything before you act when you're recording. So, initiate data collection around Saturn. Yes, Saturn. Oh, yes. Look at that beautiful planet. Now, we have a heat thing to deal with here. However, it's kind of been flipped on its head. Now we're getting cold. Now we want to output heat. And we need to make sure that our heat is not at 0 every turn. We're going to lose 2 heat every turn. So as long as it's above 0, we're fine. And that means there's not really a maximum necessarily to deal with. We just want to like get it up there, right? So to start things off here, I'm going to probably use a lot of power, unfortunately. It's just kind of the way it is. And we're going to get a good head start, and we're going to use a ton of power. I'd rather not do that, though. Why don't we do that instead for that next one? Yeah. And then we'll get the comms way up, too. And this is going to save us 3 turns of dealing with heat. Yeah, we're definitely going to resist everything here. Voyager, look at that. Look at that sexy... Is it sexy? Can you call technology sexy? Sexy satellite. That's what it is. I should have renamed it. Aw. Big fan, Voyager. Big fan. Okay. Let's hit this. Spend the power to hit this. And then we're going to use a little bit of that overflow to get 3 of those back. And then maybe we recharge. Nah, I'm going to hit this one. We're going to go all the way with that. I won't be able to resist anything, but it's okay. We got supplies on all this stuff, so let's accept our fate. Oh no! That's the reason why you don't want to do that. You want to always look before you hit the button really quick. That's why. It's okay. We're gonna be fine. We may not get the bonus because of that, though. Unfortunately, that was definitely my bad. But actually, I really need to focus because I want that bonus. This is worth a ton of science. Let's see. The biggest bottleneck right now is the data units. We want to output data as much as possible. If I hit this, it kind of brings us back up there. But I don't have any power, and power is a huge component here. I can't resist anything here, but I think this gets it to where I can at least work with this. And we have 1 heat. So we're not going to super freeze here. But I also still can't resist this. I'm kind of hoping our 70% will kick in and make it to where it actually kicks in, you know, more than 2% of the time. Because we're losing here more than like 50% of the time at this point. So it's just like it likes to flirt with the left side of that bar, and I don't like it. All right, so now it's at 0. We do have to give it some heat back. We can get 5 units by going like that. We're gonna need to hit heat here. So I think I'm gonna at least hit this once. And then I'm gonna hit this, but then I can't resist. I gotta be able to resist, especially that final turn. How about this? This puts me within 5 on this side. Yeah, if I hit this one and this one, and then I think power for the last one, I think we can get this. I need 4. Let's see. What's our last thing here? Do I say screw it and just go for this one right now? I think I do. I think I do this. Or maybe here. Then we can use the overflow next turn to hit this. And then this is the 18. I won't have enough power for that. That was a huge misstep. That little like impulse resist this really cost me. I'm going to take the chance. It's greedy, but if it works, then it's phenomenal for us. God damn. This thing just... This is not 70%. It's just not. And if I resist this, I won't get that last one again. So I have to accept whatever happens. Finally, it's going to correct itself, and now it will be 70%. It's like, let me give you a couple of successes so it averages out. Okay. We don't need to worry about heat this time. We just have to get the objective. So we're down 2 on these, 3 on these, and 6 on these. I need power to get the 6 here. But I think instead of that, we're going to go like this, like this. Like this, and then like this. That math works, but I can't afford any resistance. I can't afford to resist. Coming down to the wire here, man. Ah, man, if I lose the science on this, I'm going to kick myself in the face for that impulse. That impulse resist. Because that was worth a lot. That was worth 5 data units. Ah, man. One success. 2 success. Come on, baby. Come on, Voyager. Don't do it to me. Make it cost a comm. Make it cost a comm. Make it cost a comm. Shh. Ah! Now I need this one to crit. Shit. Damn it. 1 away. 1 away. That impulse resist just cost me like 2,000 science. Oh, damn it. Impulse resist, dude. If you're playing this game, you got to pay attention to that, and I just didn't. It was such a quick little, I'll just resist this, and it was like, wait, no. Big mistake. Cost me a bunch of science there. Okay, well, maybe we'll make up for it somewhere else. But we're still first to Saturn. I mean, come on, it was good. I'm not gonna be disappointed in the mission. I'm just disappointed in my 1 click. So next month, mission control is done. We paid less for it than we should have. Feels good. Okay, so now we can get 1 more bonus mission slot. And I kind of think we go back. Maybe we go to Zarya. I think we go to Zarya. The space telescope sounds like a really cool idea, though. You know what? Let me check something really quick. Yeah, they're not even doing this yet. They're not doing either one of these yet. We can start the space telescope like right away. Zarya will take a little bit, but this is just done next month. So I think we do this. Space telescope research completed. Terrestrial telescopes are limited in the resolution of their observations by Earth's atmosphere. Launching an advanced space telescope into low Earth orbit would enable us to capture images of stellar objects in an unprecedented level of detail. We, of course, want to do that. Let's go for Zarya. And then, base. Mission control expansions. That's 500k. It's this, no. Yeah, it's cost 500k. And where are we putting this? Oh my gosh, where are we putting this? Well, we get a bonus with this building. It would have been cool to get it over by mission control. Maybe we have to move all the buildings over. I think for now, we'll just construct it for the cheapest possible to get some sort of reward. If we do it over here, we might be able to at least get an adjacency bonus with another building on this side. I don't know how much the visitor, I don't know how big the visitor center is. It looks like it's about the same size as mission control is. Which means it'll have to go here. I don't think the visitor center wants to be butted up against the launch pad. But if I can go here and then here, that would work. Let's build it here. We'll put that in place. You don't have to remind me how much that's a screw up. You don't have to remind me, guys. It's fine. I know. I just lost 2,700 science. Just on a click. New request mission available from Saturn. Excuse me? It's our module. Saturn takes so long to do, though. That's the thing. Like, it's going to take so long to do this. Like, the Saturn orbiter makes way more sense. Because it's a milestone, but... Saturnian Small Moons Survey. 37 months. Again, I love this, but it's going to take 3 years to get this. I can do so much more in 3 years. You know? Like, I can do so much more support and science for a lower cost rocket, too. As much as I love you, Saturn, I've already seen you. I've already seen you. Let's get the money. Subsurface penetrator here. Because if we're going to do expansions to our station, we're going to need to pay for it. And then once our mission control is complete, we'll have another mission slot anyway. Sounds good. We're going to do Zarya once that's done. Actually, what I should have done is the space telescope. Oh, I need Hubble first. Ooh. Yeah, absolutely. As soon as Zarya's done, Zarya, and then Hubble. Yeah. We could look at Jupiter Flyby. Is anyone else doing that? Or should we try to be first to Jupiter too? Nobody else is doing this. At least not yet. Yeah, and so the thing is, you need to do missions like this every once in a while that don't give you any support or science, because if you're gonna have 4 missions going concurrently, you have to be able to fund those missions. You have to be able to build those crafts. And while I am getting support every month, this goes right back to that whole conversation about, you know, get a raise starting next year. It's not as good as getting like money right now. PR office is complete. So that means I can now build my visitor center. Subsurface penetrator. So the upper stage will, the upgrade points, they don't have any upgrade points, but we get booster upgrade points. Okay. And then there's our Phobos mission science training bonus, 100%. Second chance at getting really great science, because Phobos is worth a ton. See? Give me another chance. We're going to do this 100% training bonus. And oh baby, there it is. May go. And then the subsurface penetrator. This is going to Mars, I think. Maybe not the Delta. Let's hit this one instead. And then is this 7 months and 1,700? It's not better than Atlas. Atlas is just so good. Like, it's such a good, like, getting Atlas is such a great decision. And then the upgrades, right? It has more upgrade points. So we can get the shock absorber for the payload reliability. And then we could use a science bump here. Oh? Wait, I'm sorry. Oh, the subsurface penetrator is a payment mission, right? Yeah, we get more money for this. It's just a straight money mission. So we want to do X-Star Avionics on any straight money mission because it has no downsides. It just flat lowers the cost of the rocket for no downside at all. Because we're not getting support anyway, and we're not getting science anyway. So we save money, and therefore we make more money. I am noticeably like, about not getting that bonus, because sometimes it feels like, you know, you don't really know what your mistake was. You know, you're like, well, somewhere along the line I didn't. Darn it. Well, we can't get it. Oh, boo-hoo. But when you know exactly what that mistake was and you realize it immediately after clicking the button, it's like I don't know. This probably doesn't happen anymore unless you're older like me. You probably don't know what this feels like, but it's like the Mars lander mission too. It's like locking your keys in your car. You know, your keys right there on the seat, and then you get out, go to close the door, and you realize right before the door is closed, oh no. And it's too late. You're like, no, door, don't keep going. And it's too late, and it closes, and you're just like, yeah, my keys are locked in my car now. That's happened a lot before we had, you know, like the whole automated door openings, and you know, on touch, or the little codes on the door and things right before, when you just had the jiggling keys in your hand and you had to stick it in the lock, right? Older people, you know what I'm talking about. We might do the Mars lander too, because this seems really cool. I really want to see that lander land. You know, that'll be our first look at the surface of Mars. We'll be right here. And of course, this isn't the rover. That's this down here. It's much more advanced. But the lander is a static lander, and I think it's going to be great to get that down there on the surface. So we'll probably do that too. But before we do that, our mission control expansion needs to be done. We have that extra mission slot. And I want to put Zarya up, and I want to put the space telescope up too before the Mars lander. I know everyone wants Mars, and I agree. Mars is great, but we won't be first on Mars. We're going to be third, right? I want to be first on Zarya. And I want to be first on the space telescope, right? We want to get those. We want to get first place on those. And then for Mars readiness, look at this. We've pulled ahead, right? I mean, the Soviet Union is actually falling behind China now, but we've pulled ahead, 14% now on this. It's a good day. It's a good time. Last thing I want to do before we say bye is get that visitor center started. 10% total rewards from successful request missions. This includes the money we're about to make. So we're going to get a 10% improvement to that payday. And I can put this. I get no bonus for being next to this building. Well, that's interesting. I get a bonus for being next to this one. Plus 2% support rewards for missions. Plus 3% request mission rewards. That's huge. We got to restructure this, guys. And you know what I think I need to do? As expensive as it is, I think this is what I want to do. You see how this is like caved in right here? I think I want these two launch pads hugging this lake. And then we're going to stick the small launch pad over here next to this, right? And when if we have these two hugging the lake, we just basically move every building, shift the whole base exactly as it is, but just shift it that direction. That will open up this backside, so where I can have all this visitor center and the PR office and like all that stuff. We want to have that lining up with these buildings. These buildings are too far back. Right? So I know it's going to be expensive. It's probably going to cost us like maybe even $1 million to move this. But at this stage of the game, $1 million actually isn't all that much. That's less than the cost of one rocket to get all of that stuff. And I think it'll pay for itself. But I'm going to do this for now because we can. It's going to be $850 to place it because of the terrain. Well, that's interesting. Wait, do you see that? I don't know if this is hacks, but it might be hacks. Guys, look. $850 to place this, because it takes care of this terrain. $1,600 to place this, right? But watch this. I rotate, and then I rotate again. I was able to do that before. Hang on. There. If I rotate it, I get $850. Oh, I'm clicking and it won't work. Oh, okay. I'm clicking and it won't work. Okay. You win. I thought I had hacks. Come on. You gonna let me do it? No, it won't let me do it. Oh, okay, fine, whatever. You win game. All right. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I appreciate it. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Also, check out Per Aspera. It's a brand new game coming out December 3rd. I've got an early look preview of it on the channel. We're going to put a couple of videos out for that. So they're actually probably already live by now. A couple of preview videos for that. It looks pretty interesting. It's another Mars game, and I think you should enjoy that. Check it out on the channel now. It's live right now. Thanks for watching. We'll see ya. Bye.